Boom.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another lovely episode of Call of Cthulhu, Masks of Nyarlathotep, with your friends Live Connection. How's everybody doing tonight?
Excellent.
Lovely.
Wonderful. That's what I like to hear. Everybody, it's session 18. It's session 18 on February 18th.
Spooky.
Whoa.
Crazy. Who knew? Who knew that time worked like that? Not me,
like
certainly.
February 6th inside the game right now.
It's February 2nd right now. Monday, February 2nd.
Right.
It's evening, so it'll be Tuesday soon enough, and your nightmare will be over, Norman. Although you have like 4 hit points, so you're not out of the woods yet. All right. So last we left off, the group had a bit of a fight following a car accident and a motorcycle accident, and split off from one another, with Harrison, Ruth, and Clyde going back to London to do some investigative work, while Norman and Richard stayed at Richard's country estate.
Home alone at Richard's.
Yeah, exactly. While doing some medicine checks on dear old Norman, who was caught in said car accident. Richard, there's no better way to say this, basically pulled some James Bond shit out of his ass and fucking got the 2 people who were spying on the house, and killed one of them and captured the other. So Jared's not here tonight. I don't know what the consequences of that will be. We'll have to wait until we see him again in 2 weeks. But Matt will be joining us. On the other side, in London, you guys investigated Ferris and Sons manufacturing, as well as the Ivory Wind, and you met Captain Lars Torvak and found that at least some of his cargo, after Clyde had done his investigation, came from the basement of the Penhew Foundation, where you were just a few days prior. So with that, we have Norman sitting at the country estate, Harrison, Ruth, and Clyde still at the docks in London. Getting, I'll say, in the interest of moving things along, it's about evening at this point, after the day that everybody has had. So it's getting dark. What would everyone like to do?
Did we ever establish if we started to make our way back, or are we just like from my character's perspective? I don't think we're welcome at the cottage home anymore. So I don't know what we decided.
That's true. Richard kicked you out.
It is true that Richard kicked you out. It's also true that Richard's not here. And in the interest of not making this difficult for everybody, God is letting you go back to the country estate.
Wow, thanks God.
Yeah. God is overriding the medical community in this instance.
God is declining the restraining order.
Yes, exactly. So you may make your way back. We can even say that you made your way back and now it's evening, if you would like to do that, if you would like to reconvene at Richard's house.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, as you get back to Richard's house, you see a crashed car in the driveway with a dead body inside it. And as Claude is like dragging it under the arms through the gravel of the driveway with a machine gun strapped over his back.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I see everyone's had an exciting day.
Don't worry, we'll have the car back in just a few days. He just keeps dragging the body.
You know, I gotta get a man like him. He does good work.
I mean, I think he's single.
No, not him particularly.
Like,
No, I see.
I'm literally the guy in the picture.
That's funny. That's a fucking old school meme. I like it.
It is. That's good.
Well, Ruth, shall we go in?
Let's.
All right. You enter back into the luxurious halls of Richard's estate. Richard is doing something. He's probably interrogating his new prisoner. We'll go with that. In this case, and you meet up with Norman in the kitchen, who is slumped over the table, drinking a bottle of whiskey with Leon's old shotgun on the table.
That's right.
Norman,
uh,
how you feeling, buddy?
Ruth. Clyde. You know who I miss dearly. And I look at the shotgun.
Jackson.
Good old Lion. He was a good man.
Yeah, Lion was a good chap.
He protected me today, you know. We were assaulted by extreme loiterers. But Richard took care of them, don't you worry. I pick up the shotgun and I point at Ruth. Don't you worry. It's all good. He taught him a thing or two.
I'm resisting the urge to make Ruth make a luck roll right now to see if the shotgun goes off. I'm not gonna do it, but God, I want to.
Norman kills another party member.
Insanity points taken away.
Yeah. 2 weeks from now.
How was your evening, Ruth? And Clyde?
It was something. We followed up on some leads, and we learned some things.
What?
Never flirt with sailors, to be first and foremost.
Well, Ruth, I could have told you that. We're punched with the only soul, the mind for a sailor is Mary.
Ah, yes, you're married.
Do you miss your
I
Mary?
got dogs.
That's not the point of this, Ruth. Uh, you want a drink at all?
I'll take it.
Here, I'll pour. Oh, I have no glasses. You'll have to drink it from the bottle. I chucked the bottle.
Okay, yeah. How hard?
Like this.
Um,
So pretty aggressively.
make
But- Enough to keep it straight up as it soars through the air gracefully.
all right, make a throw roll for me. Ruth, just make a dexterity roll.
Nice.
Good luck, guys.
That is going to be a fail.
Yeah, fail on my part too.
A bottle of whiskey shatters all over the floor.
Ah, Ruth. Ruth, you're breaking my heart.
You threw it into the ground.
If you didn't want to drink, you should have just said so. All right, I'll go find another bottle for us to drink.
Are you sure
Um,
you need another?
All right, yeah, does the sea call my name every evening? Yeah, I can.
I need to know. Ruth, you get a pretty good look at Norman, and he looks pretty beat up from the car accident earlier today.
I will go get the drinks, and you both can stay right here. Or Richard, the conniving man, he's got a prisoner of sorts. Well, not of sorts. He took one of the loiterers, and I don't frickin' know. He's tickling his brain or some shit, whatever the hell that guy likes doing.
That does sound like
So-
classic Richard.
I'm just gonna get
Great.
No. Yeah, that's a shame. I was trying to tell him something about China. I know he wanted to go there before coming here.
You know, I wish I had the ability to sleep like that. Just an on and
Sure.
off switch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure this might have not been his first bottle.
Should we put him in bed? Should we do something about him?
I think maybe just like make sure he doesn't fall out of the stool he's sitting in, and just like maybe lay him on the ground. I'm not really
What about the
that
broken
strong.
glass?
We'll drag him on the other
After,
side of the room.
After a little while, Claude actually comes around, still with the machine gun over his shoulder, and starts serving bowls of soup to everyone at the table. Had to get a little bit. Didn't have as much time to make dinner tonight, but I hope the soup will work out for you. And he grabs a broom and starts sweeping up broken glass from the floor.
Where do you find the time, Claude?
You know, Miss Ruth, to be honest, Richard's not very good with money, and he just pays me a lot. He's sweeping.
I can respect that.
Money is a great motivator. Can I get you anything else while I'm up?
I think I'm good.
Excellent. Well, I'll let Richard know that you're all back safe and sound. Sweeps it all the dust into a dustpan and just walks out of the dining hall. All right. What's the game plan, everyone?
My dogs are barking and running around, so I'm just gonna be muted for a minute. You guys have fun.
well, it looks like it's Ruth and a sleeping guy.
Leaves so much to decide.
It's all up to me.
Ruth, what's the game plan here?
We're going
the
to
ringleader.
China.
Let's do it.
You haven't even finished the investigation in London.
Doesn't matter.
You have so many leads and no answers.
We do have a
We gotta
lot
leave
of
that-
leads.
Could you?
We gotta
oh my
leave a
God.
cold trail.
Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine if you guys left England without doing the werewolf shit? Jared would be so angry. Jared would kill you all. Jared wants to do wants to investigate the Wolf Man so bad.
That's what he's been pushing for.
Let's go do it tonight. Time skip to Sunday.
We just sit cross-legged for like 4 days.
Yeah.
And
Meditate.
meditate.
Point of order. Ruth and Ruth and Clyde make intelligence checks for me.
Oh.
What's that all about?
Oh, yikes.
Hard success for me.
That is also a hard success, or extreme success, sorry.
Oh.
You realize that the clue that I gave you about that receipt and Henson Manufacturing, so Derby, where Henson Manufacturing presumably is the same part of England that the Wolfman reports are coming from.
Ah.
They're both in Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
Ruth and I just like ping. We have a moment.
Light bulb.
Wait a second.
It's like, well, Ruth, we've learned a lot, and we have no one to share it with. So I guess I'll fill you up to speed with what I found in the hull of that ship while you were flirting away.
I hope it was worth it.
It was, actually. I found all of the art, or not all, but some of the statues and things that we found underneath the Penhu Foundation. Boxed up and getting ready to be shipped off. And I have 3... Well, they seem to be going to the Cairo Museum in Egypt. But I also found a shipping labels for Port Darwin in the Dominion of Australia and Hofeng Import in China.
Wow.
Those shipping labels for Australia and in Shanghai, those were the ones that were on the crates when they were in the Penhu Foundation. And then when you found them in the ship, the labels had been changed to Cairo.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we're slowly piecing together something. It's a larger operation than I anticipated that we'd find in London, to be honest.
I agree. I thought this would be more of a stopover.
Cultists, man, they're taking over the world.
It seemed to be around every corner. But it seems that we have an arrow for our next destination. However, there's still lots of questions yet to be answered here. And perhaps Richard will learn something from his interrogation.
What would we do in the meantime then? Like, we do have leads, yes, but what in particular do you want to pursue then? Something more local than Derby, even?
That is what I was thinking. Perhaps the Derby.
We still have the Empire spices too, I believe.
That's what you do.
So if I remember correctly, you've got the Empire Spices business card. You've got the leads on the stuff in Derby, Henson Manufacturing, as well as the stuff from the newspaper article. Then you've got the other newspaper article about the murders. taking place
Yes.
in London.
Yes.
I think those are sort of your 3 leads right
Okay.
now.
So 2 in Derby and 1 at the spice rack.
But to answer your question, Ruth, I'm not sure what we would do from this point on. We could go and check out Empire Spices. We have an address for that.
Oh, I love spices. We should do that.
As well as the cast iron safe, I suppose, from Henson Manufacturing. I just don't know how we would go about prying.
Tell him. Hey, what do you know about the Dark Pharaoh? That seems to have worked so far.
All right, Norman. We'll let you go in first. Soften them up a bit.
Should we go right now?
Oh, no, I'm quite tired. And so are you.
I was about to say.
I'm good to go. Though I could.
Me
right.
Mary sails over the ocean. Me Mary sails over the sea.
All right, it's settled. We're going to the spice rack tomorrow morning. Skip.
Is that the group consensus?
Yeah, let's do that, then go to Derby.
Okay, sounds good. So, you guys all settle in for a nice night. You drink or you eat a rather simple meal prepared by Claude, but it's quite good, quite delicious soup. Why do you
Claude,
buy
how much
clothes at
does
the
he
soup
pay
store?
you? If you don't mind my asking.
Enough. I don't have a number, so Claude just says enough and walks
You
off.
have to ask. You can't afford me.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's true. It's true.
Alrighty. So, the next morning, you all wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Norman, you still have a major wound, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
So you do not regain any hit points.
Shit.
You are stuck at your current hit point total until you get rid of that major wound.
And if we don't have a major wound, is it just 1 hit point we recover?
It's 1 hit point per day.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Ruth, how are you feeling?
I'm actually, I'm pretty good. I'm okay. I'm relatively okay.
Okay.
I don't remember
I'm
where
doing
you.
less
Yeah.
than okay.
Oh, are you hurt as well?
I'm hurt.
Oh, that's right. You got fucking bludgeoned by the police.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Where did you get hurt, Ruth? I don't remember.
I think it was it the Shipley house?
Oh, yeah, I think Miles Shipley stabbed you or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, if my big brain serves me correctly, Soho is an area in South London, I believe. Let me double check that.
To the map.
Of Greater London. Okay, so not really South London. It's more Central London. London's also just a stupid big city. So
Honestly.
No sense in trying to figure that out.
Hi, Courtney.
Oh, there's Soho.
But you have you've been making your way around London fairly well thus far. So you are quite easy, more than able to find Empire Spices. It's I think there's probably an actual sort of different. Oh, there's not actually a physical description of the outside. It's a pretty normal, modest building. There's sort of regular-looking storefront. It's sort of truncated by a couple of alleyways next to a few other buildings. It's sort of deeper than it is wide. It's probably only, I don't know, maybe a few dozen feet from the width of the street, but you imagine it goes quite far back. There's sort of some windows with various bags of spices and herbs and things hanging from strings, and it looks like there are a few patrons inside. You are more than able to enter if you so wish.
And we got this business card at the Penhew Foundation, correct?
You did, yes.
Okay.
And what is this telling us? Why are we here?
You don't know. You have the business card. It's one of your leads.
I say we go in with the pretense of maybe being associated with Richard, being donor, like being associated with Penhew. Maybe ask, like, what's your association with us?
Gotcha.
As Penhew, maybe let's go with that.
Yeah, absolutely. That is easy enough to do. So you open up the front door to the shop, and inside the shop, as well as just the window display you saw, there are bags and bags and like many different display areas of various different spices. There are a few people who look like they're sort of wearing like chef's frocks and stuff like that, sort of browsing through some of the wares. It's not like super busy in here, but it is currently being patronized by a few people who look like they're doing a little bit of shopping for culinary interests. As soon as you enter, you're just assaulted by various like different smells, all very pleasant. It seems like a very nice place if you were into cooking to get your spices from. Behind the counter is a young woman with sort of a darker complexion, dark hair. You think she's maybe late 20s, early 30s, possibly. Quite beautiful. She seems to be running the shop at the moment.
Does it seem like a pretty like high-end establishment?
Roll your credit rating for me.
No, that's a fail.
It's tough to say for you. It doesn't seem like run down by any means, but it's sort of difficult for you to say. It's not the sort of place you would typically find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like luxurious, and they're not decorating the walls with gold leaf or anything like that. But it's not a complete dump either.
It's a store. It's a business.
It's a store. It's a business in central London.
All right. Well, I want to walk up to the lady at the counter then.
Okay. You sort of approach. She kind of looks at you and is like, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?"
Do you have a minute? Can I have a minute of your time to chat?
Of course. What can I help you with?
I'm with representatives of the Penhew Foundation. Are you familiar with us?
You want to make a fast talk check for me?
All right.
Well, fast talk or persuade. It's not exactly a lie, but it's not exactly the truth either.
Let's go with persuade. I like that one a lot more. Oh, bro. Okay, I'm gonna use 2 luck to push it to become a normal success.
Okay. Here we go. So, normal success.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am familiar with the Penhew Foundation. What brings you here? She kind of eyes you curiously.
Well, you see, me and my colleagues were doing a bit of work at the office, and we encountered your business card, and I was unable to find any records of how our two organizations interacted. So I had a little bit of free time, so we thought we'd come by and ask for ourselves.
Ah, well, I have not seen you at the Penhew Foundation before, but my name is Zara Shafiq. She puts her hand out to shake yours.
I'll shake it. I'll be
Yeah.
Ruth.
Ruth, it is good to meet you. I am an Egyptian national, and I have assisted the Penhew Foundation on expeditions to my homeland, making preparations with the right channels in the past. And that is really as far as my expertise and dealings with the Penhew Foundation have gone in the past.
Oh, I see. And when did you help out the foundation? Was it previously done, or is it still ongoing?
It is whenever the foundation asks for my assistance. I'm sure many of the expeditions that you would be familiar with working for the foundation would have had some small amount of assistance from me in the past.
Um, by chance, did you happen to know anything about the Carlisle Expedition?
I did assist them before they made their journey to Egypt in 1919. I gave them some briefings. They were in London for a short time and do not recall much about them, but they seemed amenable members of a foreign expedition to Egypt. No more or less exciting than most of the expeditions that I do work with.
Well,
Was
f-
there anything else I can help you with?
um, I'll look behind me. Team, is there anything else we wanted to learn?
I can't think of any. No, but whereabouts do you establish these? How do you assist in the Penhew Foundation? Where do you send them? Do you have a contact in Egypt, perhaps?
Oh, well, the Penhew Foundation takes care of most of the financial aid and most of the areas of expertise. I am more of, say, a cultural and historical aid for these expeditions. I can point them in the right direction to things that they may be looking for anything specifically.
I see. And just out of personal curiosity, where did you point the Carlisles?
They were doing most of their work within or just outside of Cairo, if I remember correctly, which is, of course, where I am from. So it was easy enough to make accommodations for them and to help them.
Of course, accommodations. You say where? Like
Oh, it's just
hotels?
certainly giving some recommendations for being wealthy Americans and Europeans. We would have wanted them staying in the best possible accommodations when not staying in the field.
Of course. I'm a bit of a fan of them, so it's just a personal curiosity. So,
Of course. I'm sure, seeing as you work for the Penhew Foundation, Director Gavigan can, of course, point you in my direction should you need anything else.
of course.
Is there there was also we received a package recently, and I was wondering if you could help us figure out the significance of this dagger that came in the shipment. And I take out the silver dagger that we found in the Penhew basement the other day.
The silver dagger that was in the Penhew Foundation's basement. Right. Yeah, Yes. Let me make a quick.
Weren't there two and you split it? It was you
yes,
and Harrison?
Yeah,
there were two.
Harrison has the second dagger.
I need to take a look at the
Maybe it's like a
dagger.
Freaky Friday thing if you stab two different people with switch bodies.
That would be awesome.
It'd be awesome aside from the stab wound in either body.
Well, it could be in there, like finger or something.
Right. Oh, shit, where was the dagger? Sorry, I just have to double check this.
Oh, good. I'm sure Harrison would also step forward with his dagger.
Well, he's not here right now. Well, he's in the call, but he can't defend himself. So he's just looking at some of the wide varieties of spices that are available to him to purchase in this establishment, and I might make him spend all of his money on some spices.
Cumin.
Yeah, exactly. When you pull out the dick, my God, he's here. While you guys are, when Norman takes out the dagger, can I get everyone to make a psychology check?
Oh, fuck.
Big fail.
I got a 99.
Ooh.
I got a normal success.
Normal success. You guys, she seems pretty. It seems like this doesn't really mean much to this. Clyde, what's your psychology skill, Clyde?
14.
14. You trust this woman. There's some. She seems above the board. You know,
Something about her face.
Yeah, she seems very kind, very very beautiful as well. Actually, like one of the prettier girls that you've encountered in your travels thus far, and you really think that she does work with the Penhew Foundation out of the goodness of her heart.
What a stunning woman you are.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this dagger. Where did you say you got it?
We got it in a shipment. One of the boxes. It
Oh,
came
to the Penhew Foundation.
Yeah, to the Penhew Foundation. And so we were also just curious if we try to learn as much as possible about the antiques that get shipped to our location. And I figured, why not? We knew nothing about it. May as well ask.
But of course. Did you have any other questions? I'm sorry, I did not catch either of your names.
The name.
Hi, I'm Clyde.
My name's
Zara.
Harrison Dodge.
Okay, at that moment, Harrison Dodge will perk up from behind a spice rack and object to that.
I'm just kidding. My name is Norman. I just like to tease with my friend.
Of course. I'm sure Director Gavigan can fill you in on any artifacts that you have in the collection at the Penhew Foundation.
Well,
Okay.
thank you for your time, lovely Miss
Shafiq.
whatever the fuck, Zafiq.
Zara Shafiq. Zahra is her first name, Zara, and Shafiq is Shafik. It's her last name. For those of you who take notes.
What's her last name again? Sorry.
Shafiq. Shafik.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Zara. We will see you. Or not. Goodbye.
I'll shoot her a wink as I leave.
All right.
Try to lay on some
Thanks.
charm.
Excellently done.
Clyde's a little flirt.
Clyde is a little flirt. Yeah.
Well, that was a bust. Any new ideas? Ruth, you seem quiet over there. What are you thinking?
The more we journey, the more I don't trust people. There always seems to be someone else behind the mask.
Well,
What are you
Ruth,
talking about? She was
I
lovely.
like to think that well, Clyde, we're not going to deny that fact, but I have a pretty good sense when it comes to when I feel things are up. I mean, look at my track.
Sorry, I like how Evan grabbed his nipples when he said that. I've got a pretty good sense about things.
It's raining right now.
It is actually starting to come down a little bit. There's a bit of a drizzle, and the London fog is quite heavy today.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, the last few people I've suspected of shenanigans have definitely been up to some shenanigans of a dark, disturbing nature. But I'm not feeling anything with this woman.
Well, I hope you're right.
I mean, if it would appease you, we could do another one of our classic stakeouts.
No, I can't. I think we have better uses of our time.
All right, where to next then, Clyde?
Well, we could go to the Henson Manufacturing, where the receipt for the cast iron safe was found.
You found the
let's head
receipt.
there.
You found the receipts at the Penhew Foundation, but the receipt says that the safe was installed in Derby at Henson Manufacturing.
Oh, so we're going to.
So we're gonna go look at this. We're gonna go try. That's gonna be a break-in, though. We're gonna have to wait till evening.
What?
It will be, Ruth.
No, but
They're
what
not
if,
just gonna let us look inside their safe and
what
find
if-
a false
what
compartment.
if we claim we're from the safe company? We just
Do
claim
we
we're from
look
the
like we're from
Penhew.
a safe?
I don't. What does those
I
same
don't-
people from a safe company look like?
I don't.
Exactly. I wasn't sure about that either. Should we go back to the Penhew Foundation at any point?
I think we need Richard if we're gonna go back.
I agree, but
But why? Okay, why would we go back?
I don't know, to visit and then check in again and be, oh no, you got robbed, something happened.
So our two options are go to the Penhew Foundation and bullshit, or go to the safe place and bullshit. Or we could break in, which is what we're good at. We're not good bullshitters, but we're good at breaking into things. No, we've done it a few times now.
Breaking in, as I know you're aware, it's a pretty major crime. And why? What if this safe is a bust? We don't even.
Ruth, why are you getting cold feet all of a sudden? It's not like we live here. The law they can't arrest immigrants. They just send you back to your country. It's not a bad punishment.
You know, our good friend here just had an incident with the police, and I think he's still a little bit sore. So
What? Sore?
nothing. I just don't know if what I can't see
Another
us gaining from breaking in.
another thing we could do is we could try to go back to the trucking company and see if we can't find the missing truck or find the receipt for whoever's.
Do you want to break in there too?
Well,
I think all our options are to break in.
I don't know if it's a break in, but maybe sleight of hand or
You
something.
can't investigate a cult without breaking into a few buildings, Ruth.
I just want to keep the crime to a minimum. I think someone, at least one of us, needs to keep an eye on the level of crime we commit.
I would rather commit every crime in the rule book than actively tell these people
Rule
that
book.
we're looking into them. You saw what happened in New York. You saw those people snooping around Richardson's place. Well, actually, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Neither did I. I don't
Yeah.
even know if they did anything wrong before Richard slaughtered them like sheep.
They killed Laird.
But my point is, Ruth, we can't just go around asking point blank questions about this cult. Because if they're part of it, then they're going to come after us.
I
Which
just
is
don't-
why breaking in is the better option.
Speaking of coming after us, can I just have a peek around my surroundings? And because we were getting followed the other day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Make a spot hidden check.
Oh, I didn't know you're being followed.
When we were with the sailor, yes, the captain,
I succeed.
Captain Lars.
You succeed. Hard success or regular success?
Just a regular success.
Okay.
Using some luck.
You do not see anybody at present.
All right. Coast is clear.
What?
Sorry, I was looking around. I should have mentioned that to the. Anyway,
That's fine. If we were to think about the truck companies that we already checked it out, so we can't just. Why would we walk back?
we
in
didn't
there?
all go. Norman didn't go.
So you just want to sit Norman in?
I think that is a bad idea.
Well, I'm just laying out our options.
If our options between that sounds like our options are between breaking into these two locations. Huh?
Well, Ruth, what do you suggest? You saw where
Oh, something
Ruth-
else we could do.
you don't need to look any further than the interactions we just had with Miss Zara. We got nowhere.
Yeah, but we don't think she's suspicious. So we learned that's a lead crossed off. That's a one objective down.
Well, we
You cleared
can't
her.
cross it off because we never broke into the damn place. You just
We could
said we
also-
can't believe people. So the only
But
thing we
You
can
made me
is
believe
hard
she was
evidence.
fine. You convinced me.
Then I'm trying to tell you to be a little skeptical, Ruth.
We could also go to Lloyd's Register of Shipping and see if they can find some sort of previous charter that
What are we trying to find out right now, anyways? Like charter to Egypt? Why do we need to know that?
just other places that could have gone.
The ship that
The
has
What
ship
could
in
have gone?
particular.
That the Carlisle Expedition would have gone?
Potentially.
this is
We
the
know
sh-
where they went. They
This-
went to the Black Mountain. Why are we investigating this?
Why are we in Australia?
the ship has been transporting stuff from the Penhew Foundation. They're just one piece of the cog of this whole cult system. Right now, it seems like we're kind of uncovering piece by piece. We know the trucking company's involved. We know the Penhew Foundation's involved. We know this ship is involved. So We have all these.
So why don't you want to go break into them and find out the truth?
I'm saying maybe that is our only option at this point, but if we were to, I think we should go after the truck company. That will let us connect some dots theoretically if we can find whoever's renting the truck.
That's what I was saying. But what else? How do you want to approach doing that?
To what end? We find out who's renting the trucks. Then what?
Then we capture.
Just as a point of clarification, I think you did find out when you went to Ferris and Sons. You found out that a truck had been rented out for a while, and
the past year.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. You also found out who had been renting that truck, did you not?
I don't think we did.
I tried, but I failed.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the information that we'd be breaking in for.
Gotcha.
Because then
I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to break in. I think we just need maybe a distraction.
I'm good at distracting.
I'm all for not breaking in, but I just think the odds are even lower with a distraction.
Why would it not be? You distract them with a little bit of a show in one side of the room.
Ruth, there was one man in that shop. There's one man when we went to talk to him. If we go in and then Norman comes in a couple minutes later, acting a fuss and causing all sorts of a scene, he wasn't with us yesterday. The clerk supposedly will go handle that, and we can potentially rifle through some papers on his desk.
If you guys want to do this, that's fine, but the "I told you so" will be ready to be said.
I'm not hearing any ideas, Ruth.
Ruth, all I've heard from you is we can't break into places. We can't break into places. We can't break into places. And let's tell the cult that we're looking for them. That's all I've heard from you. So we're doing it, and you're gonna deal with it. Let's go.
Okay. Is this everyone's doing this?
Everyone's doing this.
All right. So it is the consensus of the group that you're making your way back to Ferris and Sons.
You know, I just realized that the reason why Matt's not talking is because he's probably driving home, which means he totally heard me hear me steal his name, which probably made him really bad, and that makes him pretty happy.
Drives a little bit faster.
I'm literally seconds away from joining on my PC. I just had to drive home. I'm also in favor of breaking in, though. I've been following what's going on. Sniffed a little bit of spice and put me out of it for a little bit while, but in about 2 seconds, I'll be back.
All right.
If Clyde was intoxified by Zara, Harrison fell head over heels for her.
I was thinking the same thing. Okay.
All right, distraction time. What kind of distraction?
Yeah. Run me through this. It's like not quite midday yet, and you're about to enter into Ferris and Sons industrial company. I don't know what else to call it. What?
This is your guys' plan.
Yeah. What's the game plan?
Well, I've never been here, so Clyde.
Well, I was thinking Ruth, myself, and Harrison could go in, because yesterday we were inquiring about renting a truck. So we could come in and make as if we wanted to rent a truck for the afternoon or for the day or whatever. And then a couple minutes into that, Norman comes in, drunk and sailors, causes a scene, something. And hopefully the one clerk that was in there yesterday goes and handles him while we just remain idly by. And while he's over there looking, we can sort through their records and see who has rented that other truck for the year.
Also, as a point of note, the Penhew Foundation is very close to the spice shop as well. If you did want to visit there for any reason,
I think we stay clear. We have our game plan. I've written down the
Agreed.
plan, and we're gonna write down what happens in real life.
Okay,
History will be made.
makes sense. Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding out what the fucking guy's name was. The son who watches.
I wrote it down. Hold on.
Ferris.
Owned
And
by Glenn Fisher and his father.
You mean Glenn Ferris?
I thought it was Fisher.
I'm
Why would
pretty sure
they
it's Ferris.
be
The company's
Fisher?
called
They call their
Ferris and Son.
Glenn
Good
Ferris.
point. Ferris. Yeah. No, I think that was
What's his name
autocorrect.
again? Glenn Fisher? Glenn Ferris?
Paris. Fisher and Sons.
Yeah, that was an autocorrect.
There we go.
I'm just waiting for this distraction to be a small fire somewhere.
Oh, you know it.
All right, fuck it. It's not the information I was looking for is not that important. So you guys enter into Ferris and Sons, and once again, Glenn is just sort of fixing something over on the side, and he looks over as the bell rings when you open the door, and he's like, "All right, good to see you again. What can I help you with?"
Is he the only one in the shop?
There are a few like other workers, sort of like futzing around with some equipment in the back, just doing general like shop work, and yeah, there's a couple people around, but Glenn is kind of closest to the front at the moment.
Hey, Glenn, how you doing?
Hey, all right. How about yourself?
Oh, dandy. We're looking to rent a truck for the day.
Yeah, all right. We can do that.
Right.
But, just for the day.
Yeah, it's just we should be able to bring it back tomorrow around this time.
Yeah, all right. He kind of like gets some paperwork going. It's like just starts tallying it. So it's the with the rental fee for the day plus the insurance.
Fuck.
Put chat.
The Cthulhu Foundation for times like these.
I have no idea what this would cost. I'm just gonna pull up an inflation calculator and fucking do what I think it would be. UK.
We could have gone to U-Haul.
1925.
Hey, just
Oh wow, that's 10 pounds in 1925 is 620 pounds in 2020.
dang.
Fucking nice truck.
Better be. I want the heated seats and everything.
No. That's ambitious. That's the ultra luxury package.
Yeah.
Put it at 4 pounds for the day.
Excellent. And just remind me again, this is a shipping kind of like a canvas covered truck kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it's like. There are ones with more traditional, like flatbeds. If you don't want any covering, there are some that are like fully enclosed on the sides, like full metal.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Oh no, I think this is the one. It's like excellent.
Right.
And what else do you need from me?
he just takes your information and you presumably pay the 4 pounds.
Yeah, I'll pay the 4 pounds. I'll give Richard's address.
We'll put it at 5 pounds with the retainer, the insurance or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then hopefully at some point during all of this something happens.
Hopefully. Norman, what's going on?
Well, I was waiting for my cue, but
Did
well,
you guys set up a queue?
You did not set up a queue.
I was too busy looking at the book.
okay, I'm trying to think. What is Norman gonna do? Is Norman gonna come full circle and cut his finger off like he wanted to do in Peru, or is he gonna light his arm on fire and run inside? I don't know. What should I do?
Are there many like shelves and knockable overable things? Can you just roll up in there like you're super drunk and just start?
Do I run in there with a gun and try to stick up the place?
You don't have a gun right now.
That you want.
He's got a knife.
Yeah, unless you've been walking through the streets of London with a shotgun, you definitely don't have a gun on you right now.
And if you really want to be that aggressive about your distraction, why don't we just knock the guy out? Honestly.
In broad daylight. Checking.
All right, what's happening here, Norman?
Okay. I'm gonna run in and pretend like I'm having a heart attack.
All right.
Is that a thing?
So-
Do people in the 1920s give a fuck if someone's having a heart attack, or are they just
Probably
like,
if it's in their shop.
Glenn
yeah,
strikes me as
probably.
a decent fella. You know, I think Glenn would rush to aid you in this scenario.
All right, so set the scene for me. They're doing some paperwork at the front counter. You bust open the door.
I bust open the door
Ting!
and I scream
Doorbell rings.
for help. Like, help me! Oh my god!
Glenn is immediately taken aback and so what the fuck is? And he
And I go in and I fall to my knees and I'm like, oh my god, my heart.
Oh my
and
god,
I,
that
like, roll
poor
onto
old
my-
man!
I roll onto my
My
back.
gosh.
Oh my god, help me! Someone get some help!
Okay. I'm gonna need a persuade roll from Ruth and an acting roll from Norman.
There's no acting on here.
It's
It's
art and craft. Is,
Arts and crafts. I failed.
That's an extreme success.
an extreme success. So Norman comes in and falls to his knees, and Glenn is like kind of shocked. But Ruth, you like kind of really impassioned are like, oh my god, someone has to help him. And then Glenn is like, yeah, I'll run, okay. And he kind of like walks out around the counter and goes over to Norman's like, yeah, you're right there, mate. You need a hand with anything?
No, I need you to get some help. I think I'm having a heart attack. It's my entire chest is burning.
Yeah. Anyone have any of you know what to do in this situation?
Glenn, you go down the road and go find some help. We need to go get an ambulance. I am an experienced first aidist. I will perform medical attention on this man while you go and get the assistance.
All right, Harrison, make a persuasion check with a bonus die, since everybody's in on this lie now.
While this is going, I want to find a good opportunity to kind of like maybe not sneak behind the desk, but like peek over and see if I can find some records, or like a ledger or some sort of book.
That's a standard success. That's a regular old straight boy success.
Okay, standard success. So Glenn goes out the shop and runs down the street looking for help. The other men who are laboring in the shop sort of stop what they're doing and come to the front of the shop, and you have a few moments, Clyde, where you can probably poke around. I'll let you make another spot hidden check with a bonus die.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, I'll get you a few more than a few moments, my friend. Ruth, get me a pen. I need to get this man a breathing hole.
Here you go, doctor.
I'm starting to lose consciousness.
gonna hold the pen in a stabbing way, but as I go to stab him, I'm gonna shuffle the pen so that the tip is just within my fist. I'm
Oh,
gonna stab him in the neck. I need to relieve some of the pressure of your heart.
The pressure.
This is such a rare heart condition. We need to pull out all the stops.
Oh my god, this is too intense for me to handle.
I grab him by his shirt. Don't let me die, son.
Oh, even if I have to die for you, old man, you're walking away from this. I swear to God. I'm gonna pound your chest with my fist. Did that relieve some of the pressure?
Clyde. What did you
Hard
get?
success.
Hard success. You do manage to find some paperwork that says that the truck is being rented by the Penhew Foundation.
Oh, fuck. Are you serious?
I feel like we could fucking figure that one out.
Great.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Does it say who's renting it? Like, is it under anybody's name, or is it just the...
I'm sorry. I'll have to find that. I'll use the search function on the PDF because I don't think there's too much more information than that.
Meanwhile, me just King Konging Norman's chest. Dum, 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 dum. It's a rare condition. This is the only way you can stop the immediate emergency. Dum, 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 dum,
If his
dum,
ribs are broken, he'll live.
dum. I have to keep relieving pressure. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah, you are just like knocking the wind out of poor Norman at the moment.
Finally, he's getting a little bit of satisfaction.
After I find what I need, I'll just like find a scrap piece of paper and write a little note to Glenn saying, I'll come back later. It seems like you've got your hands full. And I'm gonna leave the shop.
There's nothing more I can do for this man here. Glenn, where are you? We need medical assistance. I'll carry him to the hospital myself if I have to. Hoist Norman fireman carry over my shoulder. Ruth, support me. We need to go to the hospital.
I help.
I mean, great plan all around. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not any other information other than the van is on loan to the Penhew Foundation.
Sweet.
What a waste of time. What a waste of a perfectly good arts and crafts session.
So there are like a lot of concerned people now just watching you walk away.
Sorry, you say walk away, I say fireman carrying an old man at high speed as I run down the street. I'll save you! I'll save you, Norman!
Stop yelling now. It's okay.
Dip into the nearby alley, throw Norman into a dumpster.
There are like a few people outside of the door that are like looking now at what's going on. Look like there are some concerned faces in the streets of London.
Norman, make a recovery.
God, I think I made it. This man just saved my life.
I just saved his life!
I'm gonna start clapping.
Harrison Dodge, established famous author, savior of the man's life. You won't
Don't
believe what I saw.
Don't oversell it, Harrison, or I'm gonna drop dead right here.
Don't take this away from me, Norman. God
There's a
damn it.
few people in the streets like, oh my god, that's Harrison Dodge? Oh, yeah. I remember reading one of his shitty books. It's like, oh, it's like Harrison Dodge. Wow, it's
Harrison Dodge, the saga continues!
got a weirder mustache than I thought.
All right, now we should probably go to the Penhew Foundation, eh?
Why?
I don't think
Well,
so.
What's
What
the
Like we just got
goal?
a bunch of arrows pointing there, but we've already supposedly found what we think that they're up to. They have a basement full of shit. And we ransacked it.
Yeah, I think we are courting unnecessary danger by going back to the Foundation, especially without Richard at our side.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
What's going on with Richard right now? Is he asleep at home? Is he not feeling well? What's going on with him?
He's torturing someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
He got the chair with the bottom that's cut out, and he's swinging a knotted rope
Or it
around.
doesn't even need that. It's all he's messing with his brain, man.
I mean, that would mess with my brain too.
Why?
He doesn't need to whip him in the nuts. He's whipping him in the mind nuts.
The mind nuts.
Yeah. All right.
Nuts.
What's the game plan, everybody? Now that Norman has made his miraculous recovery.
I'd like to just go an appropriate distance away from the shop and any other suspecting bystanders that had witnessed all of that, and they're just reconvene in a park or something like that. Well, the Penn Foundation is renting the truck. That's
all it said.
That's all.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what we do.
Damn it! I
Is
wanted
the
to
limo
drive her.
nearby? Do we have access to Claude right now, or?
Not really. But you did rent a truck.
Did it all go through? Did we finish the?
Yeah, you got the paperwork done. You could go back and get the truck if you wanted, that you rented for one day. At the very least, you gave him the money. You're £5 poorer now.
That's fine.
We might as well use the truck.
Might as well.
Let's make a plan, and then we'll go get the truck. Or
as you're all sitting on the bench, a female figure approaches.
Guys.
As Rebecca Schosenberg.
Reporter?
Makes it.
Yeah.
Well, you all certainly seem to have an interesting way of conducting business.
Two questions. First things first. What do you mean when you say that? Second things second. Who are you again?
You know exactly who I am.
I mean, you say that, but that's making some broad assumptions that I don't know if I can ratify. Do you have a piece of ID or something, or?
Well, I would give you my press badge, but I'd be concerned about ending up in your next shitty novel.
Okay. Okay. Next time, just tell me I have a small wiener. Okay, don't go for the book, lady. And now with that emotional bombshell out of the way, is there something that I can help you with, Miss Pusenberg?
Got her.
Wow. Oh, I don't know if you can help me necessarily, but maybe I can give you a hand.
I mean, you've already given me a hand that you came at with speed across my face as you told me that you think my books are bad. So you better make a really good offer, or you better go on your way. Also, why are you here? We're in London. I met you in New York.
So you do remember who I am?
I remember someone like you. I remember someone who asked a lot of intrusive questions and wrote a shitty article about it that I didn't read.
I can taste the salt.
Got her.
Ruth, can you talk now? Ruth, talk to this lady. I don't want to talk to her anymore.
She's your girlfriend.
You're my girlfriend.
I thought I was your sister.
So many conflicting stories going on.
It's the same thing.
I just imagine Rebecca's just standing there writing things down on her notepad. We're just talking ourselves into the grave.
Well, I have to say, I came here thinking that I was following some kind of worldwide criminal masterminds, but it seems like you don't have any idea what's going on here any better than I do.
That's the criminal mastermind part of it. Sorry, you were saying?
Now, do criminal masterminds typically contact the press the first thing that they do when they get to London?
I mean, I don't
Mickey
know.
Mahoney told me all about you and gave me all the information that I needed regarding your movements.
The scoop.
See,
Didn't Mickey only help us find what's his nuts?
Miles Shipley,
Shipley?
whose
Shipley.
whose house
He
is
gave-
burned down in ass
My-
in an asylum.
Mickey Mahoney gave you several leads. You only followed up on Miles Shipley.
Oh, that's also where we got like the werewolf or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Rebecca, do you have some business with us? Because we're all a little bit busy sitting on this bench, and I just feel that you're kind of encroaching on that right now. So if you have something you'd like to say to us, please proceed.
I'm gonna get up and walk away.
Okay, Clyde, don't leave me alone with her. I'm scared.
Yeah, you can handle her.
Okay, you were saying, Rebecca.
Well, all I'm saying is if you were any good with following up with the evidence that you already have, maybe you wouldn't have somebody like me following you everywhere you go. And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out the newspaper article that Mickey Mahoney already gave you about the murders happening in London. I just finished following up with Inspector Barrington. Maybe that's the next thing you should do as well. And she walks away.
Nice girl.
I'll wander back to the group when she's gone.
Good night, Courtney. Like that's what he's saying right now, right in her hearing. Good night, Courtney.
Okay.
Well, seems our friend question mark, bold, emphatic question mark. Why don't we pay this nice fella a visit, huh?
Did you read the article?
Did you?
Yeah.
I want to say yes. I want to say that I read the article, but can you just like remind me what article it is that we're talking about?
If you were to
Here,
go
I'll read it for you.
Okay.
Slaughter continues. Reward offered. An unidentified foreigner was found floating in the Thames last Tuesday, the 24th. Another victim in the so-called Egyptian murders? Inspector James Barrington of the Yard refused to comment when asked by the Scoop. Sources exclusive to this journal state that the victim had been beaten severely and then stabbed through the heart in a manner curiously similar to other murders that have happened over the last 3 years. The connection seems obvious, but New Scotland Yard has yet to confirm the deaths are all connected. Barrington and his colleagues appear baffled and no closer to catching the perpetrator of these crimes. Londoners cry out, "When will our streets be safe?" Readers of the Scoop are reminded that this esteemed journal has a reward now standing at £24 for information leading to the apprehension and conviction of the murderer.
So Rebecca just came and told us that we should check out Barrington.
Yeah, she's like that owl in Ocarina of Time that just flies down and tells you a bunch of shit and then leaves.
I don't know. Are we going to
What?
trust someone that's followed us from New York and told us to go into what's obviously a trap?
Why do you think it's a trap?
She followed us from New York to London and is now telling us to go look into further somewhere. That sounds pretty trappy to me.
I mean, we have.
I would say, just out of principle, I wouldn't go.
I don't know. You know,
out of
the-
principle.
I get
What
the impression
principle?
that she decided
Come
to
up
just,
and
you
tell
know,
me where to go.
Clyde, you got up and walked away. You couldn't even talk to the nice lady anyways, okay?
I don't talk to the press, Harrison. I know you give
Yeah.
names and numbers and addresses and all that, but I don't talk to the press.
Specific incriminating
dots.
details. Yeah, I know. I see where you're coming from. I mean, I just get the impression that maybe we've been given a generous clue, and while I have many questions about why she would do that, because well, she opened up with saying that my book sucks, and that's just a really good way to get on my bad side.
You antagonized her first.
But she antagonized me by walking up to me in the middle of London on my vacation. I deal with enough press interviews as it is. I just wanted some time to myself. And here she comes walking out of the blue like, I'm better at you at being an investigator. Well, guess what? We're going to New Scotland Yard. We're going to talk to this nice guy, Barrington, and we're going to get him to give us information. I mean, shit, we'll just tell her that we're friends with, what's her name? Rachel Chozo Burger?
Kashozenberg.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Hey, fellas.
I say,
I just had me another idea.
okay.
Let's follow her.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, but I think it's too late. Supposing we go and we rent that truck again, this time for longer, and we stake out the Penhue Foundation, and we find out when they go with the other truck, and where they're going, and one night try to take their place.
The driver?
Yes, try to get the driver, and then
So
switch
you want to do
trucks.
the old swapperoo?
Yes.
I feel like whoever the driver's gonna be is gonna be a Penhue Foundation employee. I feel like you can't just be like, "Hello, I'm wearing his clothes. I am him."
No,
Like,
we
what
just
do you think
take
we're
the
gonna
truck
do? Are we gonna,
after
are we
it's
gonna
been loaded.
exchange trucks? Like,
The
we're gonna
old
pull up
switcheroo,
our
as Norman
truck
said.
and leave in their truck,
Yes.
Can't
and
we?
leave the truck that we rented and registered in our names in their parking lot. Is that what you think we should do? Why don't we come up with plan A, plan B, and plan C, and we'll relegate that one down
Can't
And
to
switch the
plan
plate, Harrison.
Y or plan Z.
Can
It takes nothing to switch the plates.
can't we assume that all the truck is doing is bringing things from the Penhue Foundation to the ship?
I think we can assume that.
I don't.
That was just a thought.
That seems
So
like
let's get this straight. So we looked at the Penhue Foundation. You guys looked at the boat, and we just covered all our bases with the vehicle. So as far as I'm concerned, we've covered the whole transaction and found almost nothing.
And then this mysterious investigator woman, who, by the way, went out of her way to follow us to another continent, decides to drop a little pearl of information, and you want to just completely ignore that.
you know. I have
I don't
one
trust the
word.
press.
I have one word in my mind right now.
Please
You want to know what
tell us
that word
it
is?
I really do.
Derby. I think we should go to Derby.
And break into the safe place.
I don't think we need to break in. I still hold my position on that point.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to Derby and let's all
that's
just
fine.
watch Ruth figure out what she's
What's
gonna
your plan at Derby, Ruth? Do you want to come in with the receipt and be like, "Hey, you want a refund or something?"
The werewolf boy, the other newspaper article with the werewolf is also in Derby. So I think we should do, as Norman referred to, one of our signature stakeouts. Nah, I don't think staking out the vault place is gonna glean us any information, but I think
Every good stakeout leads to a break-in at the end of the night. You can't have a stakeout without a break-in.
I think we should give this article that Rebecca gave us a little bit of time. We don't want to seem too desperate, like we're desperate for leads. We don't know.
Yeah, like we
She's
don't know what
clearly
we're
watching
doing.
us or something. I don't know what's going on here. So we got other things. We'll definitely circle back. We'll keep this at the edge of our minds, but
Yeah, we were gonna do it anyways eventually.
Yeah, I'm
very convinced.
Because me, Harrison Dodge, renowned author, always want to play it cool, right? I don't want to make it seem too keen. I don't want to make it seem like Rebecca Chozo gave me a lead, and I was like, yes. We'll go to Derbyshire. We'll do some business there. We'll follow that lead. when we have time, when it's convenient for us, you know. 'Cause
I love
God,
when
we're-
God sends a messenger and we say, "Fuck you, we're doing this other."
I don't know.
Seems fishy to me.
I'm a
What's
follower,
God's
okay?
plans, right? We don't know.
We have free will here, God. You don't own us.
You hear that, God?
All right, then what are we doing here? Squabbling about it. Let's go to Derry.
Derry, Derry, we're gonna go.
Let's go to London, Derry.
Pennywise, we're gonna go fight Pennywise.
Go to Northern Ireland. All right.
All right. I had to Google it because I wasn't sure where Londonderry is. It's in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
All right. So, is that the game plan? Are you guys gonna go to Derby?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
You know, find that walk-in safe, and we're gonna walk into it.
It's never gonna see it coming.
It's about a day's travel up to Derby, by train or by road. You think you
Is the
should?
limo fixed yet?
No, the limo's gonna be another 2 days.
It's like we're gonna have to go rent that vehicle for a few days.
That is an option.
Okay, Clyde, go get the vehicle.
I don't know how to drive.
I mean, everyone knows how to drive a little bit. Everyone has a drive auto roll skill of 20 to begin with, I think.
Well, Clyde, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think I can drive less good than you can.
Why don't we just take the train?
All right, let's take the
Well,
train then.
We rented a truck. Do you want it to go to waste?
Well, none of us can drive.
I mean,
You want to go get the
criteria.
truck, Harrison?
By
By all means, you go get the truck. I'll wait right here.
Let's
I'm
summon
not
Clyde.
going to get the truck.
By-
I'm the
by the
same
way-
guy-
By the way, adjusted for inflation, £5 is like 500 Canadian dollars in today's money.
Jesus freaking Christ.
Wow, that
Yeah, but-
newspaper's offering like a small fortune.
Yeah, I did look at that and I
£24.
was like, $24? Get the hell out of here. 24 pounds.
Get out of
I remind
town.
you, Clyde, that I'm the same guy who was laying on the ground full theatrics mode in that very shop giving fake first aid to a guy who was having a fake heart attack. I really think you're the man for the job here. I really
Yeah, I
feel
don't
that
want
way. I don't want you not to want it.
Let's just take
You were
the
there with us. You just acted out. Your name is under the thing if should you need it.
Hi, Mr. Acting Out here. Kind of what I exist on this earth to do. Get the truck. Get
Don't
it.
act out your truck.
You finished the paperwork. You did not get a receipt, so you cannot send it to Carlton to get it written off by the Hughes Fund.
Ah,
Get the truck, Clyde. Clyde, literally just like finish registering the truck. I will be waiting in the driver's seat when you finish acquiring the truck. Okay. If you don't want to drive, that's fine. No one really wants to drive here, anyways.
There's also the issue that you have to get Richard because he's still at the house.
All right, fine, Harrison. Let's go get the bloody truck.
And by let's go get the truck, I mean the three of us are going to wait in an alley while you get the truck.
Sure.
I mean, I don't want to make you feel like you're alone. I'm with you in spirit. I'll be waiting for you when it's all done.
All right,
I'll
so
make
you're
my-
heading back. You're heading back to Ferris and Sons.
Yep.
You walk in, and Glenn looks at you, just fucking befuddled. It's like, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea. I don't know what the fuck is going on with these
Do
people.
you still want
around
the
here.
fucking truck?
Yeah, I'll take the fucking truck. Actually, can we extend it for a couple of days?
You most certainly can.
All right.
In fact,
Let's just
I would
make it a
appreciate
week.
it. A week? All right, yeah. All right, yeah. Return it in a week, and we'll figure out the bill then. For now, I've got the deposit. Here are the keys. It's you wanted the one with the canvas?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Perfect. And do you have a receipt?
I can give you a receipt for what you've paid so far. You might just want to get a full one once the full payment's done.
Fair enough. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you, Glenn. We'll see you in a week.
All right. All right. So Clyde pulls around to where you guys are all congregated in a big truck.
And I'm fucking white knuckling this thing. Like, does anybody else want to drive?
No.
You can fit probably 3 people in the cab, since there wouldn't be like anything in between the seats. It would all be one continuous seat at this point, and then there are some benches in the back, sort of fitted in.
I'm gonna be in the front.
Oh, well, I mean, Ruth, if you want to be in the front so bad, why don't you just drive the whole thing, huh?
Harrison, get in the back.
That's fine by me. Honestly, if I'm not behind the wheel, that's cool with me. I crashed a motorcycle today or yesterday. I don't even remember.
That was yesterday.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
For letting me survive that motorcycle accident.
No worries. All right.
Yay.
Who's driving the truck?
Ruth.
It doesn't
It's gotta
matter
be
if it's
me.
me or Clyde. I assume. Yeah, I'll drive if you want me to. Fuck it, why not?
If you're just doing like Sunday driving, it doesn't require a roll.
Hell yeah.
I mean, unless you have it written into your backstory that you don't know how to drive, then
No, that's not me.
Yeah. I mean, I was just like, as a grown up in New York, I don't think Clyde's doing much driving at all.
No, you probably wouldn't be.
So I'm gonna not drive.
I'll drive.
Gotcha.
Then.
All right. Ruth drives. I'm assuming that Clyde and Norman sit up in the cab with Ruth, and Harrison takes the loneliest seat in the back.
I need some time to think.
I wonder if trucks at this time would have like the little window or the door in between,
Yeah.
like the cab and the actual
Maybe.
flatbed.
Maybe not though.
I want
Depending
to
on the
say
truck.
no, but I don't know. I don't know vehicle history. So, do you guys want to do the safe or the werewolf man?
Well, the werewolf man
let's do the
isn't for a
safe.
couple days still.
Yeah.
We could always check it out, get a little pre-information if you guys want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's do both. Let's just hang out in Dorchester for a while.
Or home
Okay.
away from home.
We'll back up onto Richard's property. He can throw a person in there, and we can bring him with us if we want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys do get back to Richard's place, and you all pile into to the truck, and you can begin the drive northward to Derbyshire if you wish.
Hey Matt, perchance are you using a Logitech webcam?
Oh, I was about to make a sponsored joke.
Hold on a sec. Let me tell you.
How do you know if he is or not?
Look at the what?
Why, yes, I am. I'm using the brand new. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on, everyone. I'm using the brand new Logitech C922 Pro Stream webcam that I bought specifically for this stream here today. Thanks, Logitech, for
Letting me
charging
buy
the
your
full-
product.
Yeah, charging me full price for this webcam. It's served me really well, despite this being literally the first time I'm using it. And yeah, like the video comes back really shitty if I just use it as a camera input. So I have to use the Logitech capture software as my webcam input, which is fine and dandy because that means I can at least do this.
Is that why there's a Logi logo burned into your screen?
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything I could do about it. Let's see, advanced settings.
It's kind of weird. I wanted to buy a Logitech camera, but I didn't realize I was going to have to put up with a Logitech logo in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
It's because
kinda
he's using
weird
their
how they do
software.
that.
If he was just using the webcam itself, it wouldn't.
Well, I mean, hold the phone. Let me show you this.
Like the webcam I'm using is like a lot older model of the one he's using.
Mm. Still.
Okay. Because I can. How's that look? Am I frozen now?
You're
No, you're not there.
Am I just non-existent?
you're either
Okay,
with the
how-
brand or you're not there at all.
Okay, this isn't getting any better. Hold on. Talk about
Anyway, sorry to point that out. I was confused.
kind of.
It's gone.
embarrassing.
Yeah, we're spending a couple days in
Right.
Dorchester. Oh, hey, it is gone. And you look better.
Yeah, based on modern maps, today it would take you about 3.5 hours to drive from London to Derbyshire. I'm assuming with 1925 technology, 1925 roads, you're probably looking at 5 to 6 hours. So if it's sort of midday now, you'll get there kind of early evening.
Shall we just hang out and leave in the morning? We can talk to Richard potentially and see if he learned anything.
I think Richard's going to be telling us much.
I actually, Jared just sent me his character sheet. He tried to do it earlier, but I guess he didn't have good internet in Canmore. So
So maybe we could talk to Richard then.
yeah, I could make some rolls. I'm assuming that Richard has just spent the day torturing this poor man. I'm not going to go into the details by any means, but I can certainly make some rolls and see if he's learned anything.
Let's do that.
Oh man, this is big.
This is big. This could change everything.
These guys were Rebecca's men.
I'm sure that's what it is.
They're just fucking young journalists.
She's actually the Dark Pharaoh.
Oh wow, his skills are like okay, but they're not as good as I thought that they were.
Sucker.
Dirty liar.
Not after the god that was Leon.
Who? I thought it was Larry or
Lion or
Lloyd
whatever.
or something.
Lion.
I sure do miss Lenny. Oh, you know what? Yeah,
He was a good man, that Lenny.
he's good. He's got pretty good skills. We'll take a look at what he can do here. This, he rolled a 95. He got diddly
Yikes.
squat.
Richard,
When I
you spent
tried,
the whole day
I-
with him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you been spending too much time in my house, Mr. Clyde?
I mean, that's
Eating
some
my
questions. Is he still alive?
Oh, hi, Graydon's sister.
Yeah.
Why would they do that to her?
Why would they do that?
Man, she
Oh,
really
wow.
likes the theatrics, doesn't she? Why? Why would you
Yeah.
do that?
Really lingered on that why for a second. I thought like something terrible happened.
Got my attention.
No.
Yeah,
I thought you ate all the ham in the fridge.
that would be. I'm sure that would be upsetting for some people. Anyways, unfortunately, Richard. I guess Richard rolls really well when he's rolling, and really shitty when I'm doing the rolls. So.
Is he still alive, Richard?
Well, I can't say for certain because I don't know if Richard would kill him or not. So, for now, we'll say he's alive, and we'll see what happens.
Well, he's a doctor, so the Hippocratic Oath, right?
I don't know if that matters to Richard that much. He killed a man in cold blood yesterday.
That's true. He did kill a man just because he entered his property. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Richard is
but-
capable of many things.
Yes, he is. But Richard piles in, and Claude's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll hold down the fort." Machine gun still strapped over the shoulder.
Keep a
And-
watchful eye, Claude.
Will do, sir. And you all get in. Ruth, are you still driving?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you head northward to Derbyshire. Being that it is February, weather conditions are a little weird. I'll put it at probably a 7-hour journey to drive all that way.
I'm reading my book.
Okay, as you are wont to do. Yeah, we'll say you have some extra cans of gas in the truck as well, so we're not getting stranded in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to be a dick like that. Plus, I kind of want to keep this ball rolling.
You're so benevolent. I love that about you.
Yeah, well, my benevolence has its limits, as Leon found out. And don't worry, many of you will follow suit at some point. Get your backup characters ready. So, after 7 hours, this would be putting it probably at around 7:30, 8 o'clock. You make it to Derby.
Well, so are we sleeping in the truck, or are we gonna find some accommodation?
It's been a long ride. I say we find some accommodations.
Is there an inn or something along the main street?
Yes, Derby is not the same size as, say, London, but according to Wikipedia, in 1921, it had a population of 142,000. So
Dang.
it is still a big place. So easy enough to find a hotel and bed down for the night.
Thank you,
Should you
Jesse
wish to.
Hughes Fund.
Yes. Oh, I guess I should probably. What are we at for the old Jesse Hughes funds at this point? 47,950.
Actually, I'd like to persuade Richard to pay for all of us. No. I'm kidding.
950. What does accommodation cost? There's probably a hotel cost chart.
I was thinking earlier, he's probably going to be pissed off that we went out and rented a truck for the week, but we wouldn't pay to fix his Lambo.
Well, hey, that's not that's his problem.
No, exactly.
I love how this
He doesn't know what
this-
money we have.
This campaign, I mean, it happens in every campaign that I've ever been a part of, but everyone just fucking is just everyone's enemies. Everyone's supposed to be on the same side, and everyone is just at each other's throats. It doesn't matter if it's D&D or fucking Star Wars or Call of Cthulhu. No one wants to be friends with one another.
Kind of just how we interact as a group of friends, though. Like, have you seen the way Jared and Peter talk to each other? There was a while where I thought they just didn't like each other.
I don't like
that's
Jared.
fair.
I thought that was clear.
I thought that was. That's what I got.
Oh, this is a fucking asshole.
Okay. So,
But no, salt of the earth.
So a good hotel will run you about £2 per night per person. An average hotel will be about £1 per person per night. A shitty hotel is going to be less than £1 per night. And I mean, you could go even higher end than that, which I don't know, maybe Richard wants to do that, but I mean, I don't know if you want to spend like baller cash from the Jesse Hughes Fund just to stay in Derby.
I said it's average. Is there a bet?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I agree.
All right. So we'll put it at like an average hotel.
Let's do that.
Average hotel. So that'll put you back £5 for the entire group
It's
per
like
night.
a fucking truck per day.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking more around the £2 to £4 per day for the truck rental, probably reduced a little bit
Oh.
more than that. I was just pulling a number out of my ass, and I was like, £4 seems reasonable, plus an extra pound for, safekeeping purposes, the damage deposit. I don't know.
So many
I don't know how-
interesting
yeah.
Google searches when we play this.
I don't know how renting vehicles would have worked in 1925. It doesn't seem like it would have really been a thing. So
Mm.
that is £5. Five would be so that's $50 per night. So minus 50 USD for rental.
So we're at 47,900 right now.
So with the $100 you spent today on the hotel and the rental, you'd be looking at $47,850 still in the Jesse Hughes Fund.
Nice.
You got room to spare on the old Jesse Hughes Fund. But you all bed down for the night and have a pleasant sleep and wake up the next morning feeling nice and refreshed.
Get a health point back.
Is there anything you would like to do today?
Norman, it doesn't look like you're getting a very good rest. Should we maybe get you to a hospital?
Did I miss something?
Norman has internal bleeding, brain damage.
Okay. Did you hear what he said?
Sorry, I'm just thinking about how we're gonna do this safe thing without breaking into anywhere.
I know, it seems impossible, right? We should just break in, honestly.
No. Norman's having positive thoughts. Let's keep that train going.
Positive thoughts. He said, I don't think we can do this. I don't know how we're
No,
going to
we
do
can
this.
do it without breaking in. That's if we can avoid committing crimes, let's do that.
I still want to see what your plan is, Ruth.
It's to be determined. Coming soon.
You want to just go in and talk to them?
All right, well, let's go do it then, Ruth.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone know where Henson Manufacturing is?
No idea. Let me consult the old map.
Do we have an old map?
You do not have a map of Derby.
I thought I saw a map where Derby was located.
We have
though.
Oh,
London
you
map.
have a large map of the Midlands, which is where Derby is. You do not have a map of Derby, the city itself, and neither do I, because the book does not provide one.
We're not supposed to be here.
Well, we better find a map then.
Could ask the hotel front desk.
Oh yeah, they always have a map.
Do they?
Well, they should. How are they supposed to direct people to places so that people come back to the city
In order to give them money.
It's true.
Big brain Norman.
All right. So, you can ask the
Concierge.
yes. Oh, I actually do have a map of Derby. You do not, but I do. I have a small map. Yes, you can certainly ask the front desk for a local map, but a local map is not going to have businesses on it. It's going to give you like street names and general locations.
What if we hailed the taxi? Or yeah. Would they know where it is?
Oh yeah, they would know where it is.
That's actually not a. That's a really good idea. I like that creative thinking, Ruth.
Do we just follow them in the truck, or?
You get 5 luck points back for that.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
Oh.
What?
That's using your noggin. A taxi driver would absolutely know that sort of thing. So do you go outside and hail a cab?
Sure.
I guess I gave you the luck points, so you might as well take them.
No, we don't need to do that idea anymore.
Yeah, the cabbie can absolutely get you to Henson Manufacturing. He knows where that is, and he gladly drives you to the outside of what looks like a very normal workshop with a couple of outset buildings and a fairly sizable brick wall that sort of encircles the entire property.
Okay.
Ruth, while I have a moment to ask, you're okay if this like suddenly turns into a break-in, right?
Yeah, I'm not. It's not that I'm opposed to the idea altogether. Just if there's an alternative, I would prefer that.
Well,
So
let's get going on the alternative. What's the plan here, Ruth?
you need to stop Norman from committing crimes. If there's anything that pressures you to be excellent, it's the knowledge that Norman will literally break into this building if you don't stop churning out ideas. So you better snap to it, young man. Young woman.
You know, I feel like you don't
Hey.
even know me sometimes.
Look at this. On the next page over, I had a nice little paragraph all about the town of Derby. Would you guys like to have a little history lesson?
Sure.
Please?
Situated in the Midlands on the banks of the River Derwent, Derby is a large town with a population of around 130,000. One of the birthplaces of the Industrial Revolution, Derby is a hub for industry and manufacturing, particularly automobile, aircraft, and railway engineering. Derby enjoys good railway links with London with regular trains from St. Pancras Station. Investigators can get about the town on the electric trams, hail a taxi cab, or wear down their shoe leather with a brisk walk. There are plenty of hotels for the investigators to choose from. However, the keeper may wish to point out the Old Bell Hotel in the town center, which was originally a 17th century coaching inn. The hotel is notorious for being one of the most haunted buildings in the locality, with numerous spooky sightings over the years. Those spending the night may see Mabel, a pregnant linen maid who hanged herself in room 6 upon hearing of her lover's death, or the ghost of a serving girl who frequents the bar. Should ghostly phantoms be too much for the nervous investigators, the Georgian House Hotel, built in 1756, might be a quieter choice. Could everyone give me a luck roll to see who got room number 6 last night?
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah.
I failed.
Just give me the number.
I was 74.
74.
57.
Ooh,
59.
Harrison.
52.
Yes!
So Norman, as you were sleeping last night, there was the ghost of a pregnant girl in your hotel room, or
You
what
know
you
what?
think was a
Not the
pregnant ghost.
not the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Well, you
Doesn't-
know, Norman, I thought you weren't sleeping well because you were still suffering from internal bleeding, but looks like there's just a pregnant ghost in your room this whole time.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's
What
just
did
a
the
bunch
baby
of shit.
do?
Part of me wants to make you make a sanity roll for seeing the pregnant ghost, but I'm not going to do that. That would be a bit of a
Part of
dick
me
move.
also
Yards
doesn't want
already
to see
lost
Norman
a lot of
drive into a
sanity.
building again. So
Yeah, we really don't need that. But yes, there's a high brick wall circling the perimeter of Henson Manufacturing, and a wrought iron gate that provides access for vehicles, and a locked gate for foot traffic at the front. There's sort of two large structures in the yard. Like I said, one that appears to be a workshop and another that seems to be a shed, as well as I think a smaller building that looks like just kind of an older, more rundown building that doesn't see much use. Yes, a wooden shed. You can sort of see smoke rising up from the chimney of the workshop.
Well, Ruth, what do you got?
I mean, I already provided the idea of posing we were from the safe company. No one liked that.
all right, breaking
Isn't
in
this
is
the safe company?
who's got a rock?
I don't know what other reason we could give to look at a safe they have.
I mean, Penhue Foundation. Just pull out the usual BS. Just be like, hello, we're here from the Penhue Foundation.
But-
We'd like to visit your safe today.
But it's not like they just shipped the safe. They didn't like.
We could say that there's been a recall of the safe. That we need to take it back.
Did they do
You could
recalls?
Tell
in
them the order
20s?
number.
Well, they're about to start.
They would
doing
also probably be concerned about how you're going to recall a walk-in safe that's built into the building.
Yeah, we have to.
We have
been
to
ordered
take
recall
we have to
the
take an
safe.
entire room out of your building.
We got to recall the safe due to.
We're with the
child
Better
abuse.
Business Bureau.
Yeah.
Never
Well, we
mind
have
our
the-
American accents. We've come
We have
to
the
take your
order
safe.
number, if that helps in any way.
We could say that as a promotion of the safe company, we are here for your annual free safe inspection. In order to ensure
You are our 1 millionth safe installed in England.
make sure that the latches are all working good, everything's lubricated, and that the secret section of the safe is good to go.
Wow.
Any thoughts?
It's either
Concerns?
we do something like that, or we go in with just surveillance intentions, just get a scope of the place.
What is
There
the
are
primary
there are
function
what
of
appear to
this
be 2
place?
watchmen at the foot gate as well.
Okay.
This is like
keeping
a
What is-
castle.
watch.
Yeah, what does this place appear to be?
It appears to be a workshop with a brick wall around it.
A workshop of what?
Watchman standing outside.
You don't know. It just looks like a long building with a chimney, possibly from a large kiln or furnace, with smoke coming out. It's
You let
a
me.
manufacturing area.
Maybe we can get on like a roof or somewhere nearby and like get a scope on what's going on behind these walls.
I think the street that this is on is relatively barren, from what I understand.
All right, Ruth. You watch old Uncle Norm go handle this.
And I'm gonna start to
Wait,
walk
what are you
towards the
doing?
front
Oh, he's going.
Have any better ideas?
As you get up close, one of the watchmen stops. He's like, "Oh, hold on! This is private property."
Our diligence is your security, sir.
Oh no. He's going for it.
What?
Oh, well, that's just our motto at Ernest Whitfield & Co., Birmingham, good sir.
You don't sound like you're from Birmingham.
Oh, that's because I'm an immigrant from Canada.
All right, I guess that does make sense.
you know, you guys had enough of you guys come to our place, and I decided, why not? Why don't I go to your?
But you don't have an accent. I'm an immigrant. Checks out. All right.
It's like persuade 100.
Well, can I help you with anything?
Oh yes, I guess I should get to it then. Hey, I'm here from, you know, as I said before, Ernest Woodfill and Co. We've provided as part of the receipt for the cast iron walk-in safe that we custom built into your building. Order number PJ0457. That we are offering free inspections to make sure all the mechanisms are working still and everything. So if me and my team could get inside the building, do our inspection, and we can be on our merry way, and we'll see you next year.
No one disappoints Norman, the great safe inspector.
He's a new guy. Don't listen to him. I freaking hate him.
I'm very excited to be here with the great Norman.
I'm going to assume that Ruth, Richard, and Clyde are not taking part in this. So I'm gonna need Norman to make a persuasion check or a charm check with a bonus die because Harrison is helping him.
This is what happens when we work as a team. Just so you're aware, guys in the back.
I was going to come in, but after Harrison started going, I was like, I can't compete with that.
That's not fair.
It is going to have to be charm, because that's 15. Here we go, buddy.
15.
It's like you just sent the barbarian to do diplomacy in D&D or something.
Okay, I got a 33 there. Let's hope for something better than that. We need a 0 or a 10. Success.
Oh.
Did you get a 3 or a 13?
I got a 13. I'm gonna check off charm.
Nice.
Here's me wrapping up all that I was internally scripting to defend Norm when he got it wrong. See you later.
Is there something wrong with the safe?
Oh, not yet, but there will be something wrong if you don't have your annual inspections, and that is not covered under our 100-year warranty program.
Oh, well, I don't know if we can get you inside the safe, but you could take a look at the outside of it. I don't know if does anyone here have a combination?
No good safe inspection
Okay,
can
don't-
be conducted unless the interior of the safe can be observed. It is very important for the integrity of our safe inspection that we can look inside the safe as well as outside, but more specifically inside, but also outside.
You know, some of
Now,
these
you
kids,
do sound like you're from Birmingham, but I hate you.
yeah, some of
That's
these
okay.
some of these kids they take the manual very literally, and they get a little excited about it. You know, it's a great trade to be in the safe business. But yeah,
I reckon,
unfortunately,
yeah.
the kid is right. We do need to be on the inside because that's where we get the best access to the unlocking mechanism. I mean, you wouldn't want your unlocking mechanism to be accessible from the outside, right? It's kind of pointless.
If you're with the safe company, you can open the safe though, right? Like you designed it.
No. Each safe is designed specifically with the passcode kept to the owner of the safe. It's our privacy policy.
Right. Well, I'll take you in. You can take a look at the safe, and my colleague here will just keep an eye on the front door. Then.
Okay, Boy Wonder, let's go.
This man wanted to break.
Wait,
in.
sir.
He is breaking in.
These are the moments that I live for.
It's the most fucking thought out plan Norman's ever had of breaking in.
I want you to make sure to check off your success in the skill so you can improve it later. Because rolling a 13 when you need it below a 15, is.
Oh, it's checked off.
Also,
baby.
at a personal request, please draw this adventure through Norman's eyes.
I'll have to draw the inside once we're inside the job.
I guess I might as well give you a map of Henson Manufacturing now.
Director Norman, sir, I have been provided with a map of the establishment for your viewing pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Little Harrison dude guy.
I do all my work for Big Harrison upstairs.
Big H.
Just a coworker you hate.
There actually are a couple buildings flanking it that you could potentially get onto the roof of. Taking a look at the player version of the map.
You know, we went into this, and I don't even know what the fuck we're looking for inside this safe, but we're getting inside of it.
Yeah,
I loved watching Graydon just fucking like die during that entire exchange. Like I thought Graydon was actually going to pass into the next dimension during
I was trying to hide within my own hat. I was just like, oh, what are we gonna do to try to rescue these fools?
Okay, so we got the wall there, and then there's 4 buildings inside.
Do we know where the safe is? Which of these squares is the safe?
Okay, so the guard leads you into the main building. The main building is the sort of the it's marked on mine. 1 second. So the main building, if you take a look at the map I just provided you with. You'll see that there are 2 really small buildings. One is an outhouse and just a general shed. The main workshop is the building directly below those.
Okay.
So the guard leads you into the workshop. You enter into a long hallway with what appears to be an office at the end. You're taken into a much larger room to the left of that. I think I might actually have a floor plan for the main. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, you don't get the same level of detail that I get from my maps, but effectively you're led through a second door on the left of that hallway, and you enter into a big workshop area with tables and a bunch of workers tinkering away at various mechanical devices, working quite hard with a fireplace sort of burning in the center of the room. You're sort of brought down just a little bit past there to what does appear to be a large walk-in safe at one end of the room.
Safe that lies before us. Some of our best work, right, Norman?
Oh yes, PJ0457 was definitely one of my favorite order numbers we did in the PAT in 1922.
Truly a work of art.
I'm gonna look at the guard now and be like,
Well, shall we get to work?
1 second. I have to do something. Like I said, I can't get into the safe. My boss, Frank Marshall, has the only key that I know of.
And where is Mr. Marshall?
Great fucking question, Evan.
Harrison, I'm Harrison. Blimey. Norman,
Aye.
I don't think we looked into this far enough that we are prepared to speak to the boss. Got any ideas on how we can navigate this sticky situation we found ourselves in?
Well, Harrison, I know you're just a little lad and you aren't good with authority figures yet, but this isn't the first boss I've had to ask to open their safe for us to walk inside willy-nilly. It's a very uncomfortable question to ask, yes, but, and I go over to the safe and I kind of smell the metal and give it a little lick. Ah, yes, just as I thought, this cast iron is already suffering through runaway rust. And if we do not get inside those mechanisms to see if they are rusting, Harrison, and you should write this down because you're going to need to know this for the future.
Right away, sir.
If we do not get in there and fix the mechanisms, this safe may never open again without excessive blasts.
And again, what kind of safe is it that it doesn't open at the right opportunity? Gosh, it gives me such.
All right. I'll take you to see Mr. Marshall. He's just in the office over here. He kind of leads you down the hallway you came through and into the office at the end of the hallway that you saw. Inside is a very burly, strong-looking man with a chiseled jaw and a scar across one of his cheeks, sort of a 5 o'clock shadow and a tangled mess of brown-black hair. And he kind of looks up from whatever he's doing. He's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Ah, Mr. Marshall, we're here to do your yearly safe inspection.
Don't need no fucking safe inspection. Get the fuck out of my workshop.
Well, I'm gonna just have to stop you 1 second there, Mr. Marshall, because if we do not do our yearly safe inspection, then the warranty on your safe, which was quite a pretty penny in order to buy, is voided. And if the mechanisms fail inside of it and you can't get inside your safe, well, unfortunately, to use your language, you're shit out of luck.
You tell me you sold me a fucking safe that might break on me?
No, it will not break on you. But if you don't let us inspect it, if it does break, say in 50 years, then you don't get a brand new safe for nothing, and our warranty program covers you for over 100 years.
I don't think either you or I are going to be here in 50 years, mate. Get the fuck out of my workshop.
Safe? Do you not want a functioning safe for your grandchildren to keep their important possessions?
Frank Marshall stands up and you see a hulking beast of a man.
You've aggroed the raid boss.
He comes around the desk and punches his own guard in the face, looks up, points down at him. "No fucking visitors to Henson Manufacturing," and gives him another kick while he's on the ground.
Okay.
And he looks towards you two. "Now get the fuck out of here, or there's gonna be some goddamn problems."
Our bosses at Ernest Whitfield and Co. will not be happy to know that PJ.
I don't
5'7".
fucking care.
Okay. Well, Mr. Marshall, it's been an absolute pleasure. And we hope that you have a safe-tastic day.
Wow.
Farewell.
Oh my god.
And Harrison, don't forget to tell Mr. Marshall Harbano. Our diligence is
our diligence.
Diligence is your.
Is
Okay.
your
No,
You
Harrison.
can start to see the veins in his forehead starting to bulge and his face get red.
I'm sorry, Mr. Marshall. He's still learning. Okay, come on, Harrison.
You're saying
You guys leave and the guard lets you out the front door. You get the impression that the guards were not supposed to let you in there from your conversation with Frank Marshall.
Sorry about your friend, mate.
What? What happened to?
Ask your boss. Gotta go. See ya.
I wouldn't ask your boss if I were you.
He
I'd
seems
stay
to be in a
clear.
bad mood. Just give him some air.
All right.
I will have to let you know that this does void your warranty. Goodbye.
That was supposed to be good for 100 years.
They didn't check the fine print, Peter.
Oh.
Yeah. The random spot tests.
All right, so you guys reconvene with the rest of the party.
I can't believe you
walk
guys
away.
made it in. What happened?
Or
So
out.
the man inside I haven't seen a man that big since I was peering down that well in the Juju house, and there was that monstrosity down there, because that's what that was. And he told us to promptly get the fuck out. And I thought he was going to take poor Harrison over here and bear hug him until his nuts popped out of his mouth. So, looks like it's a break-in, Ruth.
I was so scared. I can't stop talking in this accent.
You know what though, Harrison, you know what I did not do because I was too scared out of my mind? Did you happen to see where he was keeping the key to the safe?
Did I happen to see where he was keeping the key to the safe? Well, I was a bit distracted because that man's hulking frame took up about 85% of my vision of the room. No.
Okay.
I'm afraid I didn't. I didn't have the presence of mind to check. I was too busy trying to plan how we were going to get the fuck out of there.
My gut feeling is a big, strong man, as you guys describe him, would probably keep a key on him, would he not?
I think he probably would.
Since you guys were in the main building, do you both want to give me spot hidden checks?
Fail.
If I do a 60 and a 0, it's 70, right?
Yes.
I could use luck to push it, but it's actually like a pretty significant amount of luck. So I guess I failed.
All right. How much luck would you have had to use?
8 points.
8 points? I mean, Jared used like 30 last round, last session.
Jared started that session with what, like 80 luck? I'm at 39.
Use it or lose it.
All right, I'll push the roll. Give me some of that luck, or rather, take away that luck.
All right. So, Harrison, while you were milling around in the main building, you saw. I'm not sure if have I put one of these in here before? I have not. You found a new handout.
Ooh.
Oh, these. There, that's what I was looking for. So, as you were milling around the main building, you saw a few shipping crates with some labels on them. And here is the label that you saw.
Oh.
No. No.
The dots are connecting, boys.
We're not going to fucking Australia, are we?
So when I was
Either
in there,
Australia or Cairo.
I saw a shipping label for Randolph Shipping Co. Guess where? Australia.
Didn't we find similar package slips like that in the Penhue Foundation? Or didn't Clyde? Didn't you find that?
It was in the Penny Foundation.
You did. Yes, you found some of the crates were marked for Randolph Shipping Company in Port Darwin, in the Dominion of Australia.
Well, all ships point to Darwin, I guess, eh, fellas and lady? Better have that book finished by the time we arrive in good old Australia.
Wait a second.
I'm waiting.
Why did we come here again?
Because this is one of the clues we found in the Penhue Foundation.
Oh, this is the
Yep.
the manufacturing company?
Yeah, we found this receipt there. And that's
Yeah,
why
you found the receipt about the safe being installed a couple years ago.
Oh, right. We want to see what's in the safe.
So they're shipping Dark Pharaoh related paraphernalia to Darwin, Australia.
They're also
Yeah?
using this location to either, well, we don't know what, but even though they had this vault installed a couple of years ago, they're still, if you just saw these labels, then they're clearly still actively involved.
It also doesn't mean it's Dark Pharaoh specifically.
It's just.
But isn't the Penhue Foundation like a middle foundation for the stuff that's being shipped, though?
One interesting point of clarification is that the shipping label for Darwin for Randolph Shipping Company you found in the Penhue Foundation would be going to Australia, whereas this is a label from Darwin Shipping Company, so it came here from here.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
We don't have any clue as to what's in those containers.
Jeez.
Yeah, based on the stuff that's being shipped from Penhue, that was all kind of Pharaoh cult related stuff. But
Great guy doesn't really seem like a guy that would have paid with thanks on the receipt here, but there's something in that safe.
Yes, but how do we get into it?
Just gotta wait for it to rust.
I bet you, if we go to Birmingham and we go to Ernest Whitfield and Co., we could probably find a master key that unlocks every single safe. Come back, sneak in, and get into that safe without the key from the Burley.
That doesn't seem like something that would be lying around.
Well,
as much as I'd like to
Ernest Whitfield and Co. as
well. As much as I'd love to revisit the place that I was born, I first feel the need to clarify it's pronounced Birmingham. It's not Birmingham. It's Birmingham. Number two, I think that's a long journey to make for a pretty shady lead. You're making a lot of assumptions that we won't be able to ratify until we travel halfway across the country. And yeah.
How far could Birmingham be?
Birmingham's actually Birmingham's pretty close, actually. Relatively speaking,
from Birmingham,
from Derby.
You know,
Birmingham.
We could stake out this location, the Henson Manufacturing, and tail the boss man. And
I'm sorry, you want to go take the key off the boss man? I don't know if you saw him.
I didn't see him.
I don't want to go anywhere near that guy ever again.
Fellows, listen. I know that he might be a big, scary guy, but I'll tell you one thing: nobody's immune to bullets.
I did kind of think that. I thought he wouldn't be so tough if we blasted him in the face with a shotgun.
Plus, our good friend Richard likes touching people's brains.
I don't know, guys.
We can put the mask on him.
Even a lizard could take a few rounds of bullets. This guy looks like I could put a shotgun through his head, and he'd still be standing to save.
You're telling me this man was more intimidating than the lizard
than the
We fought.
10-foot lizard that was casting spells.
Because if that is
That is
true,
correct.
what Norman, I
rather
question
do-
your flight
resolve.
mechanics.
I would rather do the tango with the Dark Pharaoh himself than ever look that guy in the eye again.
This is just a man, guys.
He's not just a man. He's a mountain in the form of a man. When he stood up off the table, his head brushed the ceiling,
Just
and
gonna-
we were in a warehouse.
Just gonna punch one of your minions to intimidate you guys into like that's it. We can. This man is untouchable. We can't do anything. Let's
He
go
punched
fight the cult. Let's go fight, kill, burn demons on the ground. We find the Juju house. Oh, strong man. Oh no.
He punched his coworker, or his coworker. He punched his lackey to send us a message. And guess what, Ruth? Message received. You don't need to write a novel to get the story there.
Just because I find this so funny, I'm gonna send you the character art of Frank Marshall that's in the book.
Oh my
I'm gonna put it in the
God.
handout section.
Oh my God! Here we go. Here we go.
It's just his face. You can't really get an idea of how big and scary he is from this, but there he is in all of his glory.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a rough looking man.
Mhm.
Guy does not look nice. I
But-
pictured him being fatter than that, though.
Yeah, me too.
No, he's muscular, like quite stocky.
So I was almost more scared of him when he was a big boy.
I was picturing fucking Fisk from Spider-Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of me too.
All right. All right.
Basically, fuse Jack with Fisk, and that's what I was thinking about. Just a
Ruth,
massive, intimidating beard.
I reach out my hand to Ruth. If we stake out the place, then you must agree to the break-in. These are my terms.
Grumble.
Can't-
Grumble. I'll shake.
All
Okay,
right.
are the guards outside armed?
Make a spot hidden check.
It's the UK.
They just got whistles.
Just got whistles. Extreme success.
Extreme success. They do not appear to be armed with firearms. You did notice that one of them appeared to have a knife of some sort with him.
And fellas, did you happen to see what they're doing in that building? What are they manufacturing?
Labels. I have no idea.
You saw on the tables in the workers, there was about a dozen or so workers in the workshop. They seemed to be just tinkering with various mechanical devices. You didn't really get a good look at any of them.
No idea. Well, we can figure that out. Did anybody bring any weapons? Because I don't think I brought my shotgun with me.
We should have. But we have a whole truck to put it in.
Well, we did stop by.
Yeah, you stopped at you stopped at Richard's house, so I will say you can have one of your two shotguns.
Why do you have two shotguns?
He took
I-
Leon's.
Yeah, Leon's
Aw.
shotgun is now my shotgun.
Legacy.
Oh, that's right. Right, I forgot. We established that you left your double barrel in the limo, so that's at the shop. That's in the shop right now.
So
But you
Leon's
you have
my
Leon's shotgun, which is technically better than your double barrel because you don't have to reload it as often.
It's just got some
I
bad
don't really have the
memories.
stats for it written down.
It had one really good memory for Leon, and then Leon didn't have any more memories after that.
I like to imagine that, like, when Norman goes to make a fateful shot, like, just a little ghost of Leon is next to him holding the gun at the same time.
You punched me in the back of the head.
I'm gonna write that down, actually, Matt. Like maybe during a really important combat roll, maybe the Ghost of Leon will give you a bonus die or something.
Nice. Or rather, he'll be like, "You're the reason I'm dead," and then like knock Norman's shotgun with his ghostly shotgun and cause him to miss.
The more people that use this shotgun, the more ghosts that are be associated with it that'll help in times of need.
It's like Anakin's lightsaber. It's gonna be like Anakin's lightsaber. At the end,
This shotgun is going to be a magical item in the Call of Cthulhu universe now. Where it's just a regular shotgun that's fucking possessed.
Gains the power.
Will it help you, or will, I mean, you did punch Leon in the back of the head and lead to his death. So will he want to help you?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Shotgun of 1,000 souls.
After the Black Pharaoh is defeated and Clyde's the only person left, he's gonna have the shotgun in the desert. He's gonna dig it in a hole, and he's gonna bury it forever. And
like
someone's gonna ask him. Someone's gonna ask him who he is, and he's gonna say, "My name's Leon."
My name's Clyde Elias.
Oh, that's funny and dumb. Well, that's 10 o'clock, guys. That's probably where we're gonna call it for tonight. That was fun. At the beginning, I was like, "Oh God, they're not gonna get anything fucking done," and then you pulled through. You guys pulled through. You did it.
We did things.
You followed up on one of your leads. You did good. You did really good, guys.
We spat in God's face.
Yeah.
You sound so surprised that we did like a fundamental element of gameplay.
I was like, maybe I'll dangle the carrot on the fishing line in front of them and see if they'll pull this cart to the stars. And instead, you were like, "We don't really like carrots, so we're gonna go and break into a safe." And gosh darn it, you did really, really well. So that's been another fun and exciting episode of Masks of Nyarlathotep. Session number 18. That's crazy. Like, it's so fun getting to do this regularly, and we're getting a good chunk through the book. We're kind of getting into the territory of the end game for the England chapter. There's still a few things to follow up on, but I think in the next 3 or 4 sessions, maybe a little bit more than that, depending on how long, we might have to decide what our next port of call is, which will be very exciting. You guys are doing really great.
Next week, Norman's gonna stick a shotgun in Frank Marshall's face and say, "Our diligence is your security."
Make sure you make a note of that.
God,
It's my
you
new
guys are so
catchphrase.
cool.
A demon of that caliber needs a cool line to kill him.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me as always. That was awesome. I had a really good time.
That was fun.
Yeah. And as always, we'll be back in 2 weeks to pick up where we left off. And until then, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Farewell.
We're off.